Hong Kong police are engaged in running battles with hundreds of protesters trapped at the city's Polytechnic University today. As a ring of police tightens around them, protesters are fighting with everything they have. They use catapults against riot police in armored vehicles, setting at least one armored car on fire. One police official was hit in the leg with an arrow in some of the worst fighting since the protest began. For days, protesters had barricaded the campus to keep police from getting in. Now, cornered by authorities, they're trying to get out. Hong Kong police are calling on protesters to surrender and face justice. But protesters were washing wounds and preparing more Molotov cocktails early today, getting ready for more combat. This protester said, "We are exhausted because we were up since 5 a.m. yesterday. We're desperate because our supplies are running low." Now, after the arrival of mainland Communist Chinese troops to Hong Kong's streets for the first time, China's Global Times newspaper says police should use snipers with live ammunition at violent protesters. In this press briefing, the choice of words sounded like police were preparing the public for a much more violent crackdown.
The development, so violence has reached a critical level. Rioters have so intent to murder our officer at all costs.
Hong Kong Polytechnic's president said in a statement students would be allowed to surrender without further violence, but must also be arrested. The protests started peacefully in early June, sparked by a proposed law that would have allowed criminal suspects to be extradited to the mainland. Now, after 6 months, the protesters are tempting Beijing to crush an insurrection that would never be allowed in mainland China. Recently discovered Chinese documents show that Chinese leader Xi became a hardliner after seeing the collapse of the Soviet Union, which he blamed on weak leadership and a lack of resolve. Not a good sign for protesters. Dale Hurd, CBN News.